love to know if this is the first time ever. And it kind of tells you the story of how good Real Madrid were.
Yeah.
But it tells you the story of how bad Liverpool were as well. And I think the goals sum up both sides. I think the first goal and the last goal sums up Real Madrid. You know, the first goal kind of comes from nothing. Liverpool seemingly in control. And it's just it's just the style that Vinny is. You know, yes, you can argue he should have been closed down better, but he's got a little window to put the ball in, and he finds it, and all of a sudden, they're back in the game. The second, third, and fourth are just... I could be here for 20 minutes talking about the mistakes.
Right.
But then the fifth goal shows you the brilliance of Real Madrid. I mean, from one end of the field to the other, effortless, great passes, the perfect passes, the right pass, picking the right player to play it to.
That was the Luka Modric run into Vinicius Junior, laid it off to Benzema.
Again, it comes about from a throw-in.
Yeah, but from when they get it, though,
I get that.
it's just smooth. And then to top it all off, the finish. You know, Benzema dummying the goalie, dummying Gomez again. There's still two people on the line, and he's still 12 yards out, and he just picks a gap between them. I mean, so all the goals kind of sum up both sides, the good and the bad.
Carlo Ancelotti mentioned it after the game. At 2-0 down, Real Madrid don't lose their heads.
Right, and that's true for Real Madrid, but it's not true for most teams, even in this competition. And I must say that at 2-0 down, I wasn't exactly sitting back and saying, nah, that's all right, Real Madrid got this. They're coming back, they're going to score 5 goals. It didn't look like it, because Liverpool, we saw from them that they were pressing high, that they were forcing Real Madrid into mistakes. Real Madrid looked uncomfortable with the high press. Camavinga is slipping all over the place. They're losing the ball in bad areas, and you're thinking, my goodness, Real Madrid looked bad. And how quickly did it turn?
Yeah.
And I think it's to the credit of Real Madrid, but we also have to point out the level of confidence or lack thereof for Liverpool. When it started turning, when it started going in the direction of Real Madrid, it's like somebody pulled the plug on Liverpool. And then Real Madrid took over, and the real quality of elite-level sort of player. And we're talking about Modric and how he gets on the ball and he knows exactly what he wants to do in the midfield. The work rate of Fede Valverde. How relentless Vinicius Junior is down the left-hand side. The qualities of Karim Benzema getting in spaces where he can keep the possession of the ball. There is so much to like about Real Madrid in this performance. And I know that we have seen Real Madrid perform at a high level in Champions League before, but this is as good as I remember Real Madrid playing in Champions League over the last few seasons. And they have won Champions League. But this performance in the context of being down 2-0 and the manner in which they came back and how dominant they were in the second half, this was outstanding from Real Madrid.
It really was something.
I mean, I don't. It's hard to gauge how Liverpool can go from being so dominant in the middle of the park early on. Fabinho, Bajcetic getting so much space, Gakpo dropping in there, and then it's almost like the goal just completely destroyed them. It's like they knew what was coming because it's happened to them so many times this season. They've just crumbled. Defensively, they've been poor. Then all the spaces opened up, and against Real Madrid, come on, you know, Camavinga had a poor start to the game, then got better, and then once Modric started to control it, but you just can't keep making those mistakes. And it's, you know, we've seen Alisson do this before. Yeah, we had a mistake from Courtois, but guess what? His teammates bailed him out.
Yeah.
Alisson's didn't, and we've seen him do this season, taking chances.
I mean, even the 2 goals that the goalkeepers get stick for.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to understand the Courtois one because the ball he gets back, his first touch is here with his chest. So the only thing that's going to happen is the ball's in the air. He's waiting for it to come down. He's got Mo Salah running straight at him. Panic's probably not the right word, but his legs are 6 foot long. He can't figure his legs out. He ends up hitting his knee, and then the ball's in the back of the net.
Yeah.
And as much as it's a howler, you can kind of understand it.
Right.
The Alisson one was the first time that I shouted at the TV.
Okay. First and only time throughout the whole game?
Absolutely.
Oh, what?
Because it's...
Run the tape back on that.
Because it's the worst way to lose a goal. It's a bad decision. Right. This is not he's unlucky. This is a terrible football decision from somebody who at one time was the best goal in the world. You know, when you're playing the game, you're working things out as it's happening. And the run from Vinny Jr. is from here across here. And a football brain tells you, you go the other way.
Right.
He doesn't do that. He tries to make that pass, which tells you either he's panicked or, you know what, his confidence is shot as well.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.